This is where my particular journey starts. The year of decimalisation, debates about joining the EEC, and the launch of the Open University. For me, it was the year I turned 13. I was in first year of high school, a big moment, becoming a teenager. In the spring of 1971, my world fractured. It was the beginning of 2 years of rape, sexual abuse and assault. I told nobody. The empty frame is significant. There are no photos of me aged 12 to 15. A few years later, I burned them all. As an adult, there were decades of everything apparently moving along smoothly, but every so often there would be a breakdown, a feeling of being lost, out of control, or just ill. There would be a quick fix, then I'd set off in a new direction, until the next break in the journey. 2017. Operation U-Tree had been in the news and there was still fallout. On this morning, there was a phone-in. Could someone report historical abuse to the police? Yes. People were encouraged to do so. A spur-of-the-moment decision. I emailed the police. Within 2 days, I was talking to police officers. In a week, I had a sexual offences liaison officer. I gave up to 20 hours of statements. It's not like on the TV. It's worse. 55 pages of statements all read back to me. I had to sign each page. Nobody prepares you for going to hell, but you do. Everything you've been asked to remember and describe reappears. Moments your brain has protected you from return in cruel technicolor. Things you've forgotten. Flashbacks and nightmares fill days and nights. Who knew? Forth Valley Rape Crisis is a hugely important part of my journey, a place of safety, comfort and peace. People who help and care and who listen, because that's what you need, to be listened to without judgment. Without them, I couldn't have taken the important next steps. 15 months after the police investigation, this is what was said to me. Sorry, the investigation has come to a close. Sorry, we can't take it any further. Sorry, not enough corroboration. I'm sorry too. Why wasn't it enough? What is corroboration? Corroboration states that 2 independent pieces of evidence are required to prove penetration took place and proving the victim did not consent, plus 2 pieces of evidence proving the accused knew consent wasn't given. It just seems impossible. I was invited to be part of a research project looking at the experiences of sex abuse survivors in the Scottish justice system. There were 17 of us. The team at Glasgow University said an exhibition about our experiences is planned. I feel positive about this artistic challenge. I am an activist. Rape Crisis Scotland introduces me to Emma and Shirley in October 2018. We become Speak Out Survivors, campaigning to change the law of corroboration in rape cases in Scotland. We make a video, create a website, speak to the Scottish Parliament and the media. We have big plans. On 22nd of August 2019, the Justice Journeys report is published. It makes headline news in Scotland, and Speak Out Survivors campaigner Emma is on STV. The discussion now moves to the creative part of the project for the survivors, and I begin my own work. My short story came after a counselling session, and it's part of my creative project. I've had years working in audio production, so I created a soundscape for it, reflecting my mood with layered effects and distorted music. I then start on 5 small panels in stained glass to portray my journey. Colour is important to me. Working in stained glass means lots of sharp edges, shards of excess glass, sounds of cracking and tinkling. My first panel, Innocence, represents a simple view of life, childlike, uncomplicated. This panel is called Violation. This panel is called fragmentation. The original design is in there, but it's completely broken into smaller pieces. The colours are of pain and fear. These jumbled pieces represent my nightmares and turmoil. This is adrift. My journey moves forward and isn't so fragmented. The blues and dark purples reflect the underlying depression, sadness, and a feeling of being lost. There are glimpses of healing and moving ahead, but not without continuing difficulty. This is recovery. The original design is slowly coming back into focus. It can never be the same again, but there are places where the clear light gets through. There is recognition and hope. The journey isn't over, but there are more options of paths to take. Kintsugi is a Japanese art form where breaks and repairs are seen as part of an object's history. Broken pottery is repaired with gold, but the repairs are visible. The newly repaired piece is now stronger and more beautiful than before. This is mine, a gift to me for my own healing journey. This is who I was before 1971, and this is me now. I've been broken and lost, hiding my real self away. I'm now travelling back into the picture frame and ready for my healing journey to continue.